Hi, everybody. Welcome, Jimmy the Greek 7. As promised, I got interview part 2. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and share, and give me your thoughts.
That's
Do you
so
have
cool.
you have a collection of blooper footage?
Um, I do have some. I usually delete them so I can make room because I don't want to go. Oh, which one was the video that I
No,
wanted?
you gotta keep it all because in the future, when you're like 10 million followers,
Yeah.
this blooper reel could be gold.
Yeah. No, I no. My daughter's always like, "Oh, keep it. No, keep this one." I'm like, "No, we don't have time to keep it. Let's keep making videos. We gotta keep making videos."
That's so.
So I
fun.
do have a big draft selection. So there's plenty of bloopers if we want bloopers.
This is great. This is
That's
great.
so funny. So okay, so this is it's so cool, and we want everybody absolutely to check it out because they're gonna love it once they see it. And just the numbers that you have prove that you guys are doing some really cool stuff.
Well, it's not only sorry to interrupt you. It's not only the it's always changing. Like I remember the first video that I posted that took off was obviously the one with my kids, the 5-year increments, the dancing part that took off, and then it took maybe a couple of weeks, and then there was another dance that was very popular around the time called the Laffy Taffy, and pretty much the girls, all the pretty girls, they would go and just turn around and then they would pop it, in front of the camera. So my daughter at the time, she was like, "Hey, Dad, let's do this one." I'm like, I'm not doing that one with you. I'm not doing that one. And I was just sitting on the couch. I'm like, Georgie, give me the cooking pan. It was like a cookie sheet. You guys haven't seen this way in the beginning. So we danced, and then when it was time to turn around, he was standing off the camera. So it was like, so if you're looking at me right now, he was like standing, you couldn't see him. So he was holding the pan. So we danced, and then it was turn around. I grabbed the pan, I cover her butt, and I pop it. And she pretended like she didn't know what happened. Viral. It went nuts. It went so viral. I was having Middle East, Greece. People in Greece were seeing it, not from me, from other people that were sharing it, that were reaching out to other Greeks, and they're like, "Oh man, everybody's reaching out saying who's this guy?" And so we did a bunch of that. Then that kind of got a little bit old, and then my kids wanted my ex-wife, their mom, to be in the videos. So that's when I introduced her. I don't know if you've seen much of my TikToks. I know on Instagram lately, I haven't posted anything with her on Instagram, but I think maybe 1 or 2 videos. I picked her up, I put her on the counter, and I did like a dance, and then I captioned. And in captions, I pretty much put me dancing to reduce child support. So the majority of people they knew it was funny, but then you had some people that were like, "Whoa, what's wrong with this guy? He doesn't want to pay child." So it created like a little bit of controversy. So that became very popular. That went super viral, and then I started doing more of those also with the kids separate, or sometimes with the kids involved. So and then it became this co-parenting account in a sense. I had a lot of divorced people, a lot of people getting a divorce, separate. So I was kind of like. It was becoming like, I think I was like, damn, am I like a role model now for co-parents? Because they see how well we get along, and we get along like very well.
That's awesome.
And so from that, now we do, a lot of the dance with my kids. Recently I had one, I posted it on my Facebook. I don't know if I posted it on Instagram. The most recent one that had very success was my ex was sitting on the couch, and I jumped up from behind her, and I did like a lip sync dance song, and I kind of shook my hips next to her, and that I don't know, for some reason that went the direction many of my videos have never gone. It got like 23-point-something million views on TikTok.
Wow.
It went crazy, and they put me in some articles on Yahoo, and it was fun. It was successful. My ex doesn't really like the attention, so she's always like, "Oh Jesus, the people are gonna know my name now and all this." I go, "Nobody knows your name. Nobody's gonna know nothing." So,
Jimmy, it sounds like at some point someone's gonna be knocking on your door to sign back for like videos and dancing, and it sounds inevitable.
I'll take it, but at the same time, people always say, I'm like, I don't care if it happens. I'll take advantage of it. But if it doesn't,
Yeah, you're not in it for that reason. But
No.
if it happens, great, more power to you.
I think
Right?
that's-
It's
I think
just like
that's
you
why
guys.
some-
It's just like you guys. You guys love what you guys do. This, right? Same thing. It's nothing different. It's kind of like I'll wake up and let's make a video. Sometimes I feel like not making a video, but I know tomorrow I'm gonna feel like making a video. So it's always
It's hard to always be on. So like you got you got to take your own personal time and then rev yourself up and get back to it. But it seems like, again, I don't know a lot about being a viral like star because nobody wants to listen to me talk or Fatih, but it sounds like this could, if this keeps growing, like you could make a full-time living off of this.
Yeah, I mean, just with views alone on Facebook and Instagram pays for views, and I take advantage of that.
Should, yeah.
It's not sustainable because one month I'll go viral, and then all you need is one video to go viral, and for the next month or two, all your videos are being watched. So you're just up here, and then the next month you drop back down. So I have people do reach out, usually artists for music, and they'll want to push their music. So they'll reach out and they'll pay a couple $100 for you to do a video that with their music, which I do very often.
Yeah, but you know what? There's a lot of ways in that same style. Like a clothes designer could be like, can you wear my T-shirt?
Yes.
Whatever. A hat person can wear my hat. I mean, there's a lot of ways. As long as you have those numbers, sky's the limit. Yeah. You can really go all out.
And the more you grow, the more the more obviously opportunities and more people are interested in you. And so, I mean, I like having fun with it. So we'll just keep having fun. And I've had just this year alone, I've had 3 people reach out to be on TV.
Oh wow!
I had.
Has Ellen reached out?
No,
exactly like up her alley.
No talk shows like that yet. It's been actually reality TV shows. They've been reached out. One was for to go on a cooking show, America's Worst Cooks.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And then when the producers reached out, the first question was, okay, do you know how to cook? So I try to lie, see how far I go. No, not really. They're like, well, you're Greek. I mean, do you not know how to cook at all? And I'm like, well, I mean, I guess I do. They're like, well, no, we need somebody. So that went bye-bye. And then I had another company reach out. It was a TV show, a reality show on the Discovery Channel. They wanted me to be on there it was like a raft survival thing, like 15 people on a raft for 25 days. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that either.
Yeah, you could. I think that was a smart move.
No, but the best one, I think this one could have worked out, but it was a production company that wanted me to sign with them, and they were going to come out. They wanted to do a documentary of co-parenting.
Oh, okay.
So they were going to come out and camp out here in my house and follow us around for a couple of weeks, or I don't know how long, and they just get a lot of film on us, and then they were going to wait for a network to pick it up and see what happens. But my ex wasn't very comfortable with that, so I had to turn that one down. But that one probably was the biggest one that's come across. Well, there'll be other opportunities.
I was going to say, if these things already happened at this point, I mean, you're definitely going to have more. I mean, there's no way it won't happen. So
if it happens, great, and I'll take advantage of it. If not, I'm okay with it. I love doing what we're doing, and we're just having fun, and we'll just keep doing what we're doing.
Sounds like a true Greek right there. Take advantage of what you can, but have fun regardless.
100%. I mean, and I'm in the process now of trying to tap into YouTube.
I was gonna say YouTube. You should be all over that, no?
Yeah, it's a little bit harder for what I do because 15-second clips of just dancing. You need to engage more with the audience. If I'm correct.
Interesting. Yeah, but I do think that YouTube is trying to kind of get on that TikTok wave with doing short clips, right? I think they launched something like that.
They did, and I did get on it, and I did pretty good in the beginning, But then all of a sudden things slowed down. Even with my very viral videos, I would post that stuff, and it was kind of like things just froze. So I don't know if they're still pushing that as much. I'm sure they'll probably try to jump on eventually again. I don't think it was successful.
It's tough, man. This is work. I mean, some people sit out there watching and they're like, "Oh, he's dancing around. It must be so easy." Yeah. It's work. It's like, because you also have like these algorithms, and you have to know, like, how to tag your stuff. You have to know how to, like, write the descriptions. The content has to be good. You have to keep at it. There's a lot that goes into it that people just don't understand. And when you say that you're viral on TikTok, but you're having trouble with YouTube, that's because, TikTok kind of caught on to who you are and what you do, and those algorithms work and expose you to more people, and more people like you, and it works so conveniently. Where YouTube, you may not have hit it yet, but you could, but you have to keep working at it. So it's a job. It literally is a job.
You just got to keep, and the truth is, I haven't been pursuing it like I should on YouTube. I was focusing on TikTok a lot, and then I was kind of focusing on Instagram, and then I'm like, let me see what I can do on Facebook, because Facebook's like in the dark. Nobody talks about Facebook much. And then it was back in November when they introduced Reels, and then I'm like, let me just post a video on here, and then it took off, and I'm like, okay, I'll post another one, and that one took off, and all of a sudden I went from like 1,000 followers that I started with, because I had a private account, so I only had a few people following me. All of a sudden I went from 1,000 to 6,000, and then I'm like, okay, what's going on? Let me just keep posting. So I keep posting. All of a sudden I was just going up on followers, and right now I think I'm currently sitting on Facebook at 145,000.
Wow.
So don't knock on Facebook. Facebook's, I think Facebook just started in November, and I think they're very serious about, because it's an older audience.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell if you go into my comments. I try to filter through them, because I get a lot of hate from older people.
Really?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, they're just ripping on me big time.
Yeah, you should do a whole other video, a whole other genre of videos of just you dealing with comments.
Yes, I did something like that on TikTok a long time ago. That's a good idea. I might do that.
It would be entertaining, because people online, when they're hiding behind their online personas, they're just ruthless.
Oh yeah, and Facebook's really bad.
Yeah.
It's real. I get private messages from people, but that's a small fraction. Like the most of the people, they love that stuff, and you guys should try out. Are you guys on Facebook?
Yeah,
we're on all platforms.
Yeah, try to push it on there too. Facebook, I think they're trying to get to where I think Facebook might have a better chance than Instagram does. Although Instagram right now is popping.
Wow, that's interesting that you say that. Because Facebook has the power. They just they quote unquote lost their cool, because now it's like, the older generation, the kids kind of go away, but they still have the numbers, man. And
old people, what do?
That's all they do. That's all they do.
That's all they do. So they'll just keep watching, and even if it's something that not good, old people love drama, right? So they'll look at it, and even if it's dumb, they'll be like, look at this idiot, and they'll sit there and continue watching it.
Well, once we're done with this interview, you're gonna get a new fan, and I'm not even talking about myself. I'm talking about my mother-in-law. I'm gonna show her your video, and she's gonna become your #1 fan. I guarantee you.
Yes, tell her to follow me on Facebook.
Awesome.
This is so cool. Can you just we're gonna put all your information in the notes of the video and the podcast, but can you just tell the audience your handles and how to get in touch with you and all that?
Yes, on all my platforms, I'm at Jimmy the Greek 7, or you can go. They punch in my name, Jimmy Devekos. They'll find me, but Jimmy the Greek 7 is probably easier to remember and spell. So yeah, those handles: Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm on all three of those platforms, and YouTube. But I got a smaller following there. But I got plans for that one.
Yeah. Well, if you stick through and stick with it, I'm sure YouTube will also be one of your success.
100%. Yeah, I'm slowly. I'm trying to get my kids on board on that one because that one's going to be a little more work and a little more time. So I'm thinking about doing more for people to get to know us because I don't talk in any of my videos. So I want to do a little bit more so that people can see our, everybody's personality maybe. But I got to make sure they're on board on it. If they don't want to, then we're going to have to figure something else out.
Well, look, I mean, the only thing limiting you is your own creativity, and you seem like you're a pretty creative guy. And I think this is so cool, and we wish you continued success because what you're doing is awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I love what I do. I love it. And, it's mostly spending the time with the kids as much as I can before they go off to college because 2 more years, my son's out. He's like, I ain't doing this no more.
He's probably gonna be a local celebrity on campus at that point.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'll go to his football games and everybody's like, "Oh, dude, it's Jimmy's dad. Let's make a TikTok." They all cap on me, but they do. All their friends, they love me. They're always like, "Dude, your dad's cool." And I'm like, "You see, they think I'm cool. What do you guys? You guys think I'm not cool sometimes? They think I'm super cool."
Yeah, your kids are gonna be the toughest critics of all.
You know what? They're good kids. They are. I must have done something right because they're really good kids, and obviously we all say the same about our kids. And I think kids in general nowadays are good kids.
Yeah,
better than when our generation when we were little because there was always good and a lot of bad kids. Now it's like they're all good kids nowadays. So
well, between me, you, and Foti, Jimmy, I'm gonna say if my kids did half the stuff I did, I would lose my mind. And I'm so glad that they are good kids.
that's why I dance with my kids and I stay close to them. I don't want them to do what I did.
Yeah.
No, you guys want to be famous? Be famous with Dad. Now they're like, man.
That's
Yeah.
This is great. This is great. Jimmy, again, thank you so much for taking the time to hang with us. I'm sure on behalf of Foti and myself, we want to have you back and keep us updated and just continued success to you. A nice Greek guy with a nice Greek family doing some really cool stuff. We want to support as much as we can. And thanks again for being with us.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Continued success to you guys as well. Let me know anytime. I'll come back on anytime and we'll continue the conversation. Pick up from where we left off.
100% we will. And I want to thank everybody out there for watching and listening. You're going to check out Jimmy's info in the notes. You heard it from him too. And follow him. He is awesome. His family's awesome. Doing really cool, fun stuff. Check it out if you haven't. And we will see you all next time. Thank you for being with us. Bye-bye.